Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Drunk boxing, aka Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself, aka el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, fight week, fight week, fight week. Terrence Bud Crawford back in the ring this Saturday, California, August 3rd, on the Turkey Alashiki card. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know. Terrence Bud Crawford, the 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed, the first fighter to be recognized by the world, even though that there should have been somebody else that should have been recognized as the first 4-belt era 2-division undisputed world champion. Y'all already know who it is, but I know when I mention his name, y'all gonna catch a fit. So let's just state what the world, what is written, what is recognized by many and not disputed as the first 2-division undisputed world champion, Terrence Bud Crawford from Omaha, Nebraska, getting in the ring with Mash Ramov, the WBA strap holder. And why do I say the strap holder and not necessarily the champion? Because like I said in the beginning, like I said millions of times on my channel, I recognize the truth. I recognize the politics in the sport of boxing so we can identify the truth. And the man to beat still in the 154-pound division, and now that he put on his IG, on his IG story, that he's still in a 154-pound division, and that's the undisputed reigning champion, lineal champion, that is Jamel Charlo. So Terrence Bud Crawford is finally the WBA strap holder. Doesn't have a lot of experience, but he helped. I'm driving in the moment, so I can't see the chat right now. But shout out to Mark in the building. Mark in the building was good. Mora in the building was good. Low Nose Boxing in the building was good. Low Nose Boxing. The butt buddy is here. Charles and the cheese in the building. Dime mi hermano. Charles and the cheese in the building was good. Y ponte roncao boxeo. Yo estoy bien, mi hermano. ¿Qué es lo que es con usted? You very good? You very fine? Everything is good? Everything is right? Hey, yo, I'm still lit about that, you know, the Olympics. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm still lit about that, folks. I'm still lit about that, folks. Here we go, man. Every time I'm driving to my destination, they always working on the pavement. Don't you feel like, you know, sometimes when you're driving, they be working on the same street, and I don't see nothing damn different. It's been like this for years. What the hell y'all working on? Sheesh. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Hey, y'all was lit. I still haven't watched nothing, no Olympic. Yeah, of course. When I'm strolling through Twitter or IG, yeah, they pop up some highlights and stuff like that. I'll be peeking a little bit, just a little peeky peek. But I'm still tight for what I just saw on Friday. Little mujeres con pingas out there, you know what I'm saying, disrespecting the children of the world, gonna be showcasing that. You saw that dude with the little bolas and stuff like that? What's good, Fire Nice? Manny Brown TV in the building was good. CCI in the building was good. This, y'all see the title, you see the thumbnail. This is not a hate Bud Crawford thing, because I know a guy like Low Nose Boxing, you know what I'm saying, he's a Bud fan, and he feel like everything that doesn't praise Bud Crawford is a hate. No, it's not a hate. I just understood that when I seen this community, what was like 6 years ago. I've been in this community now 6 years already. Been doing the punch run boxing for like 5.5 years, but I encountered this community and I said, damn, it is a hardcore boxing community. It's a hardcore boxing community. So you know what? I'm like, yo, I like this community, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people around my way, they stopped watching boxing. You know what I'm saying? There was no more fight parties, man. After the Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, man, everybody ran to the UFC. All my peoples is UFC fans. That's it. They abandoned boxing. You know what I'm saying? And when Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather gave us the most boringest hype fight in the history of the sport of boxing, that gave us a black eye. That gave boxing a black eye for real. You know what I'm saying? The heavyweight division wasn't good around that time. Tyson Fury beat Klitschko around that time, but it was still a boring ass fight, right? Then Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, it was just a snooze fest. It really did bad for the sport of boxing. But we moved on. We moved on. Vamos a poner la música de queso, la música de queso en el building, la música de queso!
Say he's got his own money. I mean the boy has got his own money.
Let's get this. Let's get this shot live today. Ay, 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 ay. No se quillen, no se quillen, no se quillen, mi gente. Ay. Suavemente. DJ Camelo, Alex Sensation, págame la música. All right. Set the tone. Let's set the tone. Let's set the tone. All right, folks. All right. All right. All right. Let's get straight to it. Y'all already know that Bud Crawford going to be facing this Saturday. And he's trying to become a 4th Division World Champion. 4th Division World Champion. It's going to be good. Trying to get, I think, his, 40th one, 40th first, 42nd win. I mean, 43rd, something like that, right? Not close to 50. But I believe that if Bud Crawford really wants to stay in the sport of boxing and stay dedicated like he's been throughout his whole career, he can manage. He can manage. He can manage. But it don't matter if he reached the 50-0 because in the end of the day, we saw the man that he was sparring, one of my favorite fighters before he retired. Probably my favorite fighter before he retired was Andre Ward. So still polishing his skills. Fine on ice. What's good? Hey, yo, folks, give me just 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me run. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, folks. Because we're going to cook right now. Give me a minute, folks. All right, I'm back, folks. I'm back, folks. Excuse me. Hold on, I'm just trying to get a little something, you know what I'm saying? Put something on my little system, you feel me? Hold on. Nah, I'm not drinking and driving, folks. I'm not doing that. That's a good shit right there. He said, hey, he's in the building. What's good, man? All right, folks. I'm tired of mother effers coming to punch my box and getting a titty attack. You hate Bud Crawford. You hate him. Stop calling him raccoon. Stop it. You know he's great. I know he's great. That in the building called all the paso de super chari pari que me dice. What's up, Mr. Moonshine? After watching Manny Pacquiao exhibition fight in Japan, do you think? Hold on. Stop on the red light right quick. Do you think he should return to fight Barros? Yeah, I think so. You got to understand, I don't think that Manny Pacquiao did a whole real training camp and prepare for a fight, for a 12-round bout. You know what I'm saying? So I think, yeah, for Mario Barrios, yes. If you was talking about Manny Pacquiao versus Boots, Manny Pacquiao versus Virgil, no. Stay home, Manny Pacquiao, but Mario Barrios, I'm not saying that Mario Barrios ain't good, because Mario Barrios got some good footwork, but I don't think that Mario Barrios got the type of punch that's really gonna, you know, take years off you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that because Manny Pacquiao, to be honest, Manny Pacquiao didn't get kicked. Manny Pacquiao didn't get demoralized and put into retirement. You feel me? Because think about it. Manny Pacquiao, he lost to Ugas, and that was only 9 days notice. Remember, he was preparing to fight a southpaw in Earl the Truth Spence. So Manny Pacquiao took that fight with Ugas on 9 days notice. Only had one sparring session. For Ugas, or it was two, but I think it was one. I think one of his trainers and stuff like that said it was only, or the strength conditioning coach said that he only had one sparring partner one sparring session to prepare for Yordenis Ugas, and he didn't get demoralized. He lost, but he didn't get demoralized. I actually went to the fight, so he didn't get put out like Joe Smith did to Bernard Hopkins. Now he said, "Hey, yo, you're gonna be tired right now. Get the hell out." You feel me? So I think that Manny Pacquiao, as a warrior and a freak of nature, we can't really compare a 45-year-old with another 45-year-old, because Manny Pacquiao is a freak of nature, and Manny Pacquiao is the 8th division world champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the son of the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, the GOAT. Manny Pacquiao is the truth. So against Mario Barrios to become a champion once again, I got Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is not in a lose-lose situation. He's in a win-win. So there you go, my brother. Good looking out with a $10 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. All right. Let's go back to this Bud thing. I'm going to say it again, folks. Bud Crawford's performance versus Earl the Truth Spence was great. For the magnitude of the fight, Bud Crawford's performance versus Earl the Truth Spence was good. Yes, he beat the big fish. Yes, he turned the big fish into tuna fish on aisle 9 on your local supermarket. Yes, he did that. But Bud Crawford was already the favorite to beat Earl the Truth Spence. And if Bud Crawford was the favorite to beat Earl the Truth Spence, walking into that fight, ain't nobody was talking about no damn Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. As a matter of fact, they was talking about Earl Spence and Canelo Alvarez a year before that Earl Spence was in the potential PBC contract that was on the table for Canelo Alvarez. There was a PBC contract. There was a DAZN contract. They had Earl Spence on that contract as probably the third fight. And everybody was saying, what the hell is people thinking? What the hell people thinking about having Earl Spence and Canelo Alvarez? But they know nobody was really talking about no Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. Let me humble y'all folks again, because it seems like boxing fans has become bored. I think boxing fans the hardcore boxing fans has shifted into being a casual. I don't know why. I think the boxing fans has become bored. They're looking at fantasy fight. I don't know if the Jake Paul thing coming into the sport of boxing has been contagious. Y'all don't want to think like hardcores no more. Y'all don't want to study no more. Y'all don't want to look at the history of the sport of boxing. Y'all just see a knockout and y'all say, ooh. And y'all see another knockout. Ooh! They should fight each other. Oh my God, they're great. Oh my God, you see Inoue? I think he should fight Tank. Oh my God. You guys are mesmerized over performance and think that they do the impossible. Terrence Bud Crawford was the favorite to beat Earl Spence. He didn't do the impossible. He did not exceed the expectations. He matched the expectations. Exceeding the expectations is when you're the underdog and you do something that wasn't highly expected from you. What Bud did was expected. Now, because of the magnitude of the fight, the undisputed welterweight championship of the world, and both of these guys was pound for pound. It was pound for pound versus pound for pound. It was the best versus the best. And the way that Bud Crawford beat Earl the True Spence, yes, it was great. Some people expected Bud Crawford to win. Some people didn't expect he's going to beat him like that. But it's my job also is to bring you back to earth. Level your mind, folks. Level the minds, baby. I'm here. I'm your boy, Mr. Moonshine. I'm here to level your minds. I'm here to hype up, fights because, of course, I want to preserve the sport of boxing and preserve the modern-day warriors, modern-day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. But when we're talking about fantasy fight, when there's great potential fights out there, I don't understand why people want to go and jump and think that Bud Crawford could jump 3 division up. Some people are going to be like, nah, Punch. You know what I'm saying? There's not 3 division up because Bud Crawford's going to be performing at 154. We haven't seen him in 154 yet. Damn it. Let's see after Saturday if he's prepared for a Canelo, in which I'm saying right now, even if he beat Mashromov, who only got 9 fights and is very inexperienced as a pro, Bud Crawford should beat Mashromov in within 5 rounds if he is the great Bud Crawford that everybody said that he is. Bud Crawford, he will beat Mayweather. Bud Crawford got a better career than Oscar de la Hoya. Look what the people are going drunk on me now. Damn it, I'm punching on boxing. I'm the only one that gotta be drinking around here, not y'all. So because Bud Crawford beat Earl Spence, he's all of a sudden could be the golden boy, the 6th division world champion, the golden one. He could be Floyd Mayweather now. I mean, Bud Crawford, I think that he will beat Sugar Ray Leonard. And I think that he could be Hagler. And I really think that he could move to the heavyweight division and beat Mike Tyson. And I think that he could be Roy Jones Jr. on his heyday. What is wrong with you guys? He only beat Earl Spence. Chill out, relax. And this is what it is. It's not about this. It's not about devaluing Bud Crawford. See, it's that y'all are so busy devaluing Canelo, Jermell Charlo. See, these are great fights for Canelo, for Bud Crawford. When we were, matter of fact, there was no Bud versus Canelo. Bud was looking at Jermell Charlo after the fight. You guys want to forget about Jermell Charlo just because he dared to be great. He went to 2 divisions up to fight Canelo Alvarez. He lost to Canelo Alvarez. That doesn't mean that Jermell Charlo at 154-pound division is still not the king. He's the king, motherfucker. You guys are living in La La Land right now, hating for no reason. Oh, Bud Crawford won't perform like that if he goes to the 168-pound division. He won't do what Jermell Charlo did. Jermell Charlo went out there and he survived when he noticed that what he said, and he said to me, Canelo Alvarez didn't feel my punch. Jermell Charlo, look, I went to the fight. I seen the difference when they rehydrated. So that was right there for everybody. That was a clue. That was the damn, if Jermell Charlo would knock out Orders, the Iron Man, the man that made Jason Rosario catch the Holy Ghost off a jab to the solo plex, the guy that knocked out Erickson Lubin in the first round, the guy that knocked out Charles Hatley, the guy that knocked out Brian Castano, the guy that knocked out Tony Harrison. They got his wins back. Yeah, we respect that, right? Get your get back, right? Y'all respect to get your get back, right? That's the reason why y'all want to see Teofimo Lopez and George Camboso. No, Tio got to get his get back, right? Anthony Joshua got his get back. So I understand the get back. He erases the mother effing loss, right? That's what you want to get back, right? Jamel Charlo is better than fucking Earl Spence, bruh. Jamel Charlo got footwork. Jamel Charlo can mix the punches better. Jamel Charlo got better. Is more elusive. His IQ is better. It's not straight up and down. He can punch off the back foot. He shows the whole repertoire. He's a mother effing king at 154. But because he went up 2 divisions up, you're blinded. Your guys are blinded because he lost to Canelo. Now you write him off because you hate him. No, I understand. Y'all didn't like the way that his brother's been inactive. The only time y'all want to give credit to Jamel Charlo is when y'all was going at his brother. I wish that Jamel Charlo could be more like Jamel Charlo. Why? Y'all forgot who he was? Y'all forgot who he really is? Just because Terrence Bud Crawford got stripped for some of his titles at 147, I know who's the damn king at 147, and that's Terrence Bud Crawford. Just because Canelo Alvarez lost to Dimitri Bivol at 175, I know who's the damn king at 168. Just because Jamel Charlo got stripped in 154, I know who's the damn king at 154. You guys are rushing, and this is the reason why boxing fans you get frustrated. You get frustrated because you guys are living in la la land. You ask for fights way premature. Bud Crawford beat Earl Spence. I think Canelo and Bud. Canelo and Bud. I want to see Canelo and Bud. But Canelo and Bud. Saud. Terrence. Oh my God, that's one to be the best fight in boxing. Oh my God. You guys are like I'm not saying y'all in the chat. When I'm saying you guys, I'm just speaking in general. It's like you got one set of good punani, and she gave you a good blow, and now you think I want to marry you. I want to marry you, baby. You know what I'm saying? I think we could spend the rest of our lives together. Cause she give you a little thing, huh? You guys are so gullible. Dímelo, Taiko. So gullible. If Terrence Bud Crawford knocks out Mashromov, if Terrence Bud Crawford then after that knocks out Jamel or Virgil Ortiz and then moves up and then fights Jamal Charlo and knocks out Jamal Charlo, then right there I would be like, you know what? I want to see Canelo Alvarez and Bud. Until then, please. And this is why I gotta level the playing field. It's because you guys, by saying that Bud and Canelo is a good fight, you guys are totally disrespecting Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is a cherry picker. Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to fight David Benavidez, a Mexican monster. He's a cherry picker. How dare he fight Edgar Berlanga? Motherfucker, if he picks Bud Crawford, that will be the biggest cherry pick of them all. You dummies, you contradict everything. If Canelo picks Terrence Bud Crawford, that will be the biggest cherry pick in boxing history. The 168 champion beating the guy at 147. I'm saying right now, before the fight on Saturday, because he's not 154. He has yet fought Mashromov, so he's still currently the 147-pound champion. That will be the biggest cherry pick. And that's the reason why Canelo Alvarez fans, they don't want to give in to the hate. They don't want to give in because you guys go overboard with Canelo Alvarez. Nobody in the history of the sport of boxing has to convince the fans and give the fans the David Benavidez fight, and if he doesn't fight David Benavidez fight, the second fight is the 147 pounder. So time out. He got to cover all this ground. Canelo Alvarez has to cover the 147, the 154, the 160, 168, 175. Not even Floyd Mayweather. None of these motherfuckers had to cover all that ground. We ain't never said, yo, Floyd Mayweather, yo, you the best. After you beat Manny Pacquiao, go out there and fight Andre Ward. You guys are living in La La Land, bro. Because y'all living in a fantasy. Canelo Alvarez versus Bud is a fantasy fight. And Bud Crawford knows it's a fantasy fight. And at the end of the day, this is not even about Bud Crawford. See, the fans and the media, you are forcing this onto Bud Crawford. You're forcing Canelo down his throat. Let Bud tell you, y'all forcing Canelo down Bud Crawford's throat. See, the only reason why Bud Crawford has recently say, you know, okay, I will fight Canelo. That will be a good fight. It's because your guys are forcing him. Your guys are asking him the question. He's a fighter at the end of the day. Every time y'all been asking him questions for 3 years, and he's been telling you guys. Hold on, let me play what Bud Crawford says. Hold on, let me say what let me play what Bud Crawford is saying. Hold on. This is Bud Crawford. Listen to Bud Crawford. If you don't want to listen to me, listen to Bud.
You know, Canelo's a tremendous talent. I don't never think me and Canelo will fight. I don't never think me and Canelo will fight. He's what, 168, 175. You know, I'm just 147. So I'll never see that fight ever really happen. I'll never see that fight ever really happen. Shouts to Fight Hype. But he's looking at this question like, yo, I would never see this fight. I'm 147 and I'm 168. Why y'all keep asking Bud Crawford when he just gave y'all an answer? I would never see that fight happen. He's telling y'all like, yo, my guys, like, yeah, this is mind-boggling right now. Guys, I'm 147. Canelo's, he campaigns at 168, 175. I never see this from happening, guys. What are y'all trying to do to me, bro? That's Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford was never entertaining a Canelo Alvarez fight, but y'all kept forcing him. And even today, he had an interview, and check out what Bud Crawford said.
That you could have a historical event with Canelo.
Not really.
Because I'm so focused on the job at hand.
That I'm not thinking about Canelo.
Canelo got to fight.
Yeah.
Why would I be thinking about him?
You think
I gotta fight. Canelo gotta fight in September. You know that after September, Canelo Alvarez is not gonna fight till May. Why are y'all forcing this man to fight Canelo? You guys are and I understand, but see, at first I'm like, yo, not at first, but at second I'm like, yo, come on, Bud. You wasn't saying that you want to fight Canelo. But then looking at the history of people just shoving Canelo down his throat and now shoving Bud down Canelo's throat, pause. Canelo says, yo, where am I going to gain by fighting Bud? Did he just see what I did to the 154 undisputed world champion? You guys criticize me. Y'all call me, I was cherry picking Jamel. Now I gotta fight the guy that's smaller than Jamel, and y'all gonna give me credit? Ustedes están en droga, eh? This is the reason why nowadays these fighters, they don't respect the fans and the media. It's the reason why they always have to tell us, y'all don't know shit about boxing, because we present them some stupid shit. This is the reason why. Is the reason why Demis Andre had a hang up on the Boxing Voice, because Demis Andre took it disrespectful that, hey yo, I'm trying to get Canelo Alvarez and I'm trying to get Triple G.
And then y'all ask me, what about Bud and Triple G? Mother effer. Let me hang up the phone. Black. You guys are disrespectful to the other fighters. That's why I don't like this fight. David Benavidez is trying to get the fight, and you shoving Bud Crawford down Canelo Alvarez's throat. Demetrius Andre been trying to get that fight. Demetrius Andre will fuck up Bud Crawford, bro. He will fuck him up. Jamal Charlo will F him up. Sorry, excuse my language, damn it. I'm trying to clean my work. Excuse my language, folks. Jamal, Big Charlo will F up Bud Crawford right now. No. Yeah, I said it. Oh, because I hate Jamal Charlo. No. Jamal Charlo's undefeated, never lost. Alright? Don't get that shit twisted. Don't get y'all hate twisted. Alright? At 160, he will F up Bud Crawford, bro. Jamal Charlo and Bud Crawford is a 50-50 fight. Jamel and Bud is a 50-50 fight. Coming over here with this Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford BS. For what? Why I want to see Canelo Alvarez put this man in the hospital for the age of 37 years old? Why I want to see Bud Crawford end up Brook and mess up his whole career because his eyes don't work no more. Got him sniffing coke all over the place now. What happened to Mikey Garcia when he moved up and fought Earl Spence? He was never the same again. Even when he beat Vargas, he was never the same again. He didn't get knocked out, but Earl Spence landed 1,000 punches on Mikey Garcia. To the point that Robert Garcia's brother said, yo, I'm going to stop the fight. You guys are playing dumb right now. For your little fantasy of Bud versus Canelo. Canelo will make Bud Crawford eat from a straw if y'all believe that Bud is not going to do what Jamel Charlo did. If y'all think, oh no, Bud is not going to go out like Jamel Charlo. Bud is going to go out there and fight Canelo. yeah, Bud, go out there and fight Canelo Alvarez. Go out there. Let me see. Let's see how that's going to play out. Yeah, go bang with Canelo Alvarez. Pause. Let's see how that's going to play out. Let's see how that's going to play out. Because Canelo Alvarez, no, he don't got a chin, and he don't got no skills, and he don't got no IQ, and he's not one of the most accurate counter punchers of this generation. No, go ahead, go bang with, go toe with Canelo Alvarez, because you ain't gonna move like Jamel Charlo. Go ahead, go play around with Canelo Alvarez. These people think that Canelo Alvarez is some rank number 48 in 168. Like he ain't the mother effing king at 168. You're talking about the king at 168. He make power punchers look like they got pillow fisted, bro. He make power punchers look like they got Devin Haney fist. Canelo Alvarez makes power punchers look like they got Devin Haney pillow hands, bro. Oh, no. Oh, no, but Bud. Oh, yeah, Bud is the Terminator now. Oh, no, Bud is going to go to the 168-pound division and really going to stumble and knock down and really going to hurt Canelo Alvarez. Oh, what people going to say? But you got to understand when Canelo, he could do the same thing Floyd Mayweather did. Here we go. We're comparing Floyd Mayweather with Bud Crawford. He could do what Mayweather did. Yeah, you forgetting that Canelo Alvarez was damn near 23 years old. Like he ain't accomplished and beat the Miguel Cottos after, the Triple G's after, went to the 168, beat the Crusher after. You guys are smoking that Pookie crack. Come on now. I'm just trying to wake y'all up. This ain't no hate on Bud. It's that y'all hating everybody else. and y'all living in La La Land. It was a beautiful performance, folks. Bud Crawford beating Earl Spence. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. It was entertaining, folks. But we're talking about Earl Spence. Ain't no goddamn Canelo Alvarez. Sorry, Lord, for using your name in vain. He is no damn Canelo. Relax, folks. Relax. Relax, my friends. How many times do y'all want to be humble? I've been humble before. I even got humble, real humble, even with the Jamel Charlo and Canelo. But as soon as they got in the ring, they didn't even have to throw a punch. And I said, the first thing I said is, Jamel look like 15 pounds lighter than Canelo Alvarez. Anybody that was in the arena, in the T-Mobile arena that day, said the same thing. Hey, Jamel Charlo. And then what Jamel Charlo said, I only rehydrated, 4-6 pounds? Because also people forget about the rehydration. Oh no, Bud is big. He's lifting weights. No, motherfucker. You just confident. I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to give it Bud Crawford a chance. But by giving Bud Crawford a chance, and I'm going to give Bud Crawford time, I'm going to give Victor Conte a chance to create the most expensive and high-class, undetected steroids, and that's the only way Bud Crawford's going to compete with Canelo Alvarez. He's going to be shooting up his butthole, both cheeks, with the snackety snack of all time, baby. That's the only way Bud is going to compete with Canelo Alvarez. Fuck y'all, motherfuckers. I ain't no dummy. I know boxing, bro. I breathe, live the shit. I study my ass off. I know what I see. Fuck out of here. Bud Crawford cannot compete or challenge Canelo Alvarez. His eye will get broken like Kell Brook. He will get demoralized. He will be put in the hospital. He'll be fucking eating soup for fucking weeks. Unless if he's popping that steroids up his behind. It's the only way. Can't tell me a guy that doesn't get hurt by no Triple G, that doesn't get hurt by Cove, and doesn't get hurt by Bivol, and that doesn't even move, bro. His chin don't even move. Can't get hurt by Daniel Jacobs. Prime power punches, bro. He could get moved. Fuck you think he gonna do, Bud gonna do? Even Caleb Plant knocked out Anthony Durrell, took the shovel out. What did Caleb Plant do? Pause, then Canelo. If anybody seen Canelo Alvarez in person, this guy got Mike Tyson neck. Pause, bro. Stop disrespecting because of your own little fantasies. Stop it. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. Cooking out here. So let me get this straight. Let me all right. Let me humble my thoughts. And by saying humble, nowadays when people say, hey yo, you gotta be humble your assessment, that means that I gotta dumb down myself. So let me dumb down myself and let me figure out a couple of examples for me to understand what y'all see. All right. Okay. Let's mention another fighter, Tank Davis. A lot of people feel Tank Davis is that guy. And I said this the other day. I think most people got Tank Davis beating everybody at 135. Not only at 135, but Tank Davis, they got Tank Davis beating up Pitbull Cruz also at 140. People got Tank Davis beating Teofimo Lopez People got Tank Davis beating Matias and everybody at 140 as well. So, okay, so Tank should skip 135 and 140 because he beats everybody. He goes to 147. He already beat the champion in Mario Barrios. I even think, let me watch this. Who wins, Tank Davis or Brian Norman Jr.? I don't even think that most people even know Brian Norman Jr. I think that people will pick Tank Davis. So Gervonta Tank Davis morally is 147. He will succeed at 147. That means that Gervonta Tank Davis could fight Bud Crawford. Yeah, because if he could beat the King at 140 and Teofimo Lopez, and he beats everybody at 135, just go to 147. He already beat the champion, a belt holder at 147 in Mario Barrios. So you know what? He on Bud Crawford level at 147. As a matter of fact, they were saying a couple of years ago that Tank Davis beats Keith Thurman. All right then. So Tank versus Bud, good fight, isn't it, folks? Isn't it? Because that's the way y'all look at Bud. See, y'all say that Bud could fight Canelo because y'all think that Bud could beat everybody at 160 and everybody at 168. So go straight for the King. So Tank could fight Bud. For y'all want to see that? Tank versus Bud. Tank is the man, right? In a lot of people's eyes. Tank beats everybody. Tank got the freakish power. Tank got Manny Pacquiao power. They say that Tank got Sugar Ray Robinson power. That's what they say. That's what they say. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like, smash the like. I'm gonna stop it a while and go look at. I'm gonna be looking at the chat. Give Bud a tune-up fight with more. If Bud Crawford, the 154-pound division is stacked with great young, hungry lions, I believe that will give Bud Crawford a run for his money. I don't think that the Masvidal fight is going to be as easy, but Masvidal does not have the experience. He doesn't have the pro experience, doesn't have enough fights. I don't care about the amateur because he didn't come out the amateur fighting ranked fighters after ranked fighters. He's not pulling a Usyk, nor is he pulling a Lomachenko. So he's very, very inexperienced. And he's only in that position because Jamel Charlo got stripped from his belt. So Masvidal is a nobody. Yes, I said it. He's a nobody. And let me tell you like this. When you're trying to big up your opponent, that's when you know. When you see that the favorite fighter big up his opponent, that's when you know that he's not a big threat. When you're trying to big up your opponent, because people know that you're going to win easily. He don't match to your accomplishment, your experience, nor your skills. He done got nothing better than Bud Crawford. Just like they did to Canelo Alvarez when he went to 175 and became the 175-pound champion by beating Sergey Kovalev. They said that they became a new definition. I'm telling you, Canelo Alvarez, man, got man haters. They created a new definition and they called it the weakest of all champions. I never heard that before. Before the hater Canelo Alvarez. Oh, he beat Kovalev. That's the weakest of all champions. Oh, okay. So what's Masvidal? No. If Bud Crawford is pound for pound, in a lot of people's eyes, the best, he's above Canelo Alvarez, then he got to get the same type of energy. Who is is Mashromov? Oh, he become a 4th division world champion. Beating who? Beating who? He didn't beat Jamel Charlo. He didn't even beat Sebastian Fundura. He didn't even beat Lubin. Who you beat? Bud is scared of boots. I don't think Bud is scared of nobody, but there's more fights. There's more work to be done in terms of resume. Bud is already a future Hall of Famer, but then when we're comparing Hall of Famers, Bud Crawford's resume does not match up to no Mayweather, does not match up to no Oscar de la Hoya. He didn't beat the best and the best and the best and the living legends or the future Hall of Famers and stuff like that. That's not Bud. Man, I dare somebody compare Bud and Oscar de la Hoya. I will block you forever on my channel. I dare anybody compare fucking Bud and Oscar de la Hoya. Block you forever. I don't want to hear no that. I'll look at you as a damn troll. I'm not saying don't give Bud credit. What I'm saying is, y'all disrespect other fighters that when it lands or when Bud is in the same situation, then we have to downplay fighters, and that's not fair. Canelo Alvarez didn't beat the weakest 175. He beat the most experienced one. He beat the most accomplished one at the time. Oh, he's old. Oh, Kovalev is old. Well, Bud Crawford is 37 years old. Kovalev was what? 35 years old? 37 years, 36, 37 years old? When Canelo Alvarez beat Kovalev, how old is Bud Crawford? Oh, Bud Crawford ain't old too? Nah, but Bud, I'm saying, but Bud is undefeated though. I'm saying, he never, you know what I'm saying? You messing with punch run boxing. I know what I'm talking about. You guys just be going to a whole bunch of channels that don't know ish about the sport of boxing. Yeah, in the right place. Kovalev is old though. Kovalev is old. Oh, how old is Usyk? Who's the best heavyweight in boxing right now? Usyk. How old is Usyk? 39. So in all actuality, age ain't nothing but a number. I'm just throwing that narrative back at people. I'm just throwing it back so we could humble it. If Bud Crawford beats Mashromov, he's a 4th division world champion. We understand that. That's a great accomplishment. But he ain't beat Jamel Charlo. And Jamel Charlo did not lose at 154 after he became undisputed. Is that accurate? Is that facts? Jamel Charlo just said, the king is back, and I'm coming back at 154. So now the boxing world has to look at it and be like, yo, the king is back. Straight like that. I don't give a damn if y'all hate if you don't like Jamel. Jamel is the king. He's earned the right. That mother effer earned the right for his respect. He cleaned out his division. To the point he cleaned him out, and then a new young fighter had to come out, and Tim Tszyu, and then people wanted to shame him with Tim Tszyu. Talking about Tim Tszyu. Talking about Tim Tszyu and mandatory challengers. Didn't people wanted to see Tim Tszyu and Jamel Charlo because Tim Tszyu, who before that didn't beat anybody, but people were shaming Jamel Charlo to fight Tim Tszyu. Speaking about Tim Tszyu, right? People were shaming Jamel Charlo to fight Tim Tszyu. Even though the Jamel Charlo went to Dare to Be Great, people were still shaming Jamel Charlo for Tim Tszyu, who didn't fight nobody. But they wouldn't call Jamel Charlo fighting Tim Tszyu a cherry pick, but they will say that Canelo Alvarez is cherry picking Edgar Berlanga. Yeah, the contradict just keeps on giving. People were shaming. This is how you know when somebody is hated as well. Both of these guys are hated, right? They were saying Jamel Charlo, shaming Jamel Charlo to fight his mandatory challenger, Tim Tszyu, who beat nobody, before being in mandatory position to face Jamel Charlo, the undisputed champion of the world, which avoided that for the undisputed fight with Brian Castano, and then got injured, and then got the opportunity to face Canelo Alvarez and Dare to Be Great. And you guys were shaming Jamel Charlo because he didn't fight Tim Tszyu. But now you guys are saying that Canelo Alvarez, who is fighting his Edgar Berlanga, who is in mandatory position, y'all saying that he's cherry picking. Why don't y'all want Canelo Alvarez to fight his mandatory challenger? Why don't you guys want Canelo to fight his mandatory challenger? Hey, yo, Canelo Alvarez may not be the most hated out of all the cash cows in the recent years, but Canelo Alvarez have the most responsibility of them all. Yep, I said it. Because I never heard anyone say that, well, yo, Floyd Mayweather, you're ducking Manny Pacquiao, but go fight Andre Ward. At 168, go 3 division up and fight. Hey, yo, Andre Ward, you ducking Floyd Mayweather. Yo! I ain't never heard nobody shame Andre Ward to fight Floyd Mayweather, but we shaming Canelo Alvarez to fight Bud Crawford. Ain't that a bitch? Yo, boxing is crazy, man. Yo, Canelo Alvarez got these people going nuts right now, bro. Yo, even I could be critical of I could ask Canelo Alvarez, like, damn, Canelo, I want to see that David Benavidez fight. Damn, Canelo Alvarez, that again. But then what I tell y'all folks, I say, yo, Canelo Alvarez done so much and has separated himself from his contemporaries. He really can't get shamed. He can't get shamed. We could be frustrated because we want to see a certain matchup, but we can't. He can't be shamed. These guys ain't doing enough to be shamed. Nick said, Canelo is a bad PED user, failed his test twice. Talk about that. So why do we want to see a damn user fight Bud Crawford? So why would you want to see Canelo Alvarez, a 3 division world champ, Canelo Alvarez, and you want Bud Crawford to move up 3 divisions to face a PED user? Because computer raw is he never got in the ring dirty, you dumbass. Nick Santana, Canelo Alvarez never got in the ring dirty. He got suspended before getting in the ring with Triple G. So what that he popped dirty? He never got in the ring. Now, if you pop dirty after the fight, then that's the discussion right there. You put somebody's life in jeopardy. Canelo Alvarez never put his life in jeopardy. He put his sparring partners in jeopardy. He put his sparring partners in jeopardy. All right, Nick Santana. So what fight did Canelo Alvarez pop dirty and they suspended him? The commission found out that he popped dirty during the fight and he got suspended for it. Which fight was that? Which fight was that? Tell us all. We want to know. Canelo Alvarez popped dirty, so he failed 2 tests. He failed 2 tests with a computer wrong. He should be out the sport of boxing. Stop. He said, I can't believe Canelo Alvarez fighting Edgar Berlanga. Well, I can't believe that Bud Crawford, that's a pound for pound best, is fighting Mashromov. Berlanga. Matrimov. ¿Qué es ese tigre? Ese tigre es un pelagato. Matrimov es un pelagato también. ¿Qué ha hecho ese tigre? The pound for pound best fighting Matrimov. That ain't nothing. That's like Clarissa Shields going up in the heavyweight division and fight that homegirl straight out of a Planet Fitness. Bud Crawford fighting Mashromov is like Clarissa Shields fighting that chick this past weekend straight out of Planet Fitness on a Tuesday eating pizzas and the purple candy that they give out. Out of here. Shit ain't gonna do nothing for me. That shit don't move the needle. That don't move the needle. I know what I'm watching. I can fake yourself all y'all want. I know exactly what I'm watching. How many fights does Mashromov got? 9? Negro, please. He said Mashromov undefeated belt holder. Ain't no damn champion. We gotta differentiate. We gotta understand what's a belt holder and a champion. A belt holder ain't a champion. That's like when they elevated Devin Haney. He's not a champion. He's a belt holder. He didn't do nothing to become a champion at that time. You guys are mixing things up. You know what I'm saying? When T.O. beat Richard Comey, that's a champion. When he beat Loma, that's a unified, undisputed champion. When he beat Josh Taylor, that's a champion beating a champion. That's how you become a champion. Other than that shit, you will get elevated, you a belt holder. For example, Canelo Alvarez is the undisputed 168-pound champion. He got stripped by the IBF. They're going to be fighting, William Skull's going to be fighting another dude for that belt, right? William Skull is going to be fighting another dude for that belt. But Canelo Alvarez is still going to be in 168. Or we're gonna mind fuck ourselves and be like, William Skull is the champion. No, Canelo Alvarez is the champion. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in 147-pound division. If Bud Crawford stays at 147, but Boots got a belt and Mario Barrios got a belt, no, we all know who's the damn king at 147 and who's the only champion. And that will be Bud Crawford. Other dudes is belt holders. Let me shout out the people in the chat right now. I'll stop right quick. Hold on. Oh, yeah. ¿A dónde está la ofrenda? La ofrenda, la ofrenda. Ustedes están lentos hoy. ¿A dónde está la ofrenda? ¿Y la ofrenda? Ustedes están lentos hoy, Weedy in the building was good. Sam in the building. Love Jehovah in the building. Que Dios te bendiga, mi hermano. Nick Santana in the building. Was good. Double X in the building. Mora in the building. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, the voice of the UK. London, bruv. What's good, Rap? How's everything, bro? Thriller in the building. It's just a thriller. Thriller, nah. You know it's going to bring it on in, it's going night. Dímelo aquí. Hablando de boxeo. Me están quillando la gente. Me quillan la gente. Oh, I dropped a video earlier, and I was talking about Bud Crawford. I like how Bud Crawford is actually advertising and marketing himself. He's everywhere. He's doing a lot of interviews, and he wanted to blame Top Rank. In all actuality, it was all Terrence Bud Crawford's fault. If Terrence Bud Crawford, he's great. He's an all-time great, Terrence Bud Crawford. But if he's an all-time great, right? Why Terrence Bud Crawford never became a cash cow nor the face of boxing? Think about it. Terrence Bud Crawford been on the pound for pound list and arguably number one for maybe, let's say, 3 to 4 years, maybe longer. Some people, some credible pundits have him. Willy González con los 2 pesos de Super Chari Chari Pariqué a comprar papita con Tropical Fantasy si todavía lo venden ellos. Good looking out, Willy. Appreciate you con la ofrenda. Sam said he was shy and ugly. He said you was shy and ugly. Oh man, yeah, you keeping it real. He said Bud Crawford was shy and ugly, man. Esa tigre es feo. Mira, if my daughter comes con un hombre así, mira, y fuera de la casa, but daddy, he loves me. Vete de aquí, mujer. Get the fuck out of here, you're not my daughter anymore. Vete de mi casa con ese feo. But he's a millionaire. ¿Qué me importa a mí? Pues what the heart that counts. No, así no. Tú eres muy bonita para ese feo. Yo, but I think that Bud Crawford should have done Man on Fire in the Building was good. I think that Bud Crawford should have done a hell of a job in the beginning of it, at least 6 years ago, because he was featured on ESPN. He didn't want to do interviews. A lot of his interviews are always dried. And to be honest, the only guy that really interviewed him and he really brought out that dry energy a little bit out was Andre Ward. Because if you look at Terrence Bud Crawford and his IG when he's with his friends, when he's with his people, and I used to say this all the time, I think Terrence Bud Crawford is just not good with one-on-one interviews. I think he's horrible. And I think that if you want to bring out the best in Terrence Bud Crawford, you see, I'm going to give you an example. You see how he's going at it with Eddie Hearn? Or we see when he's going at it with Earl Spence. When you catch Bud Crawford, but not interviewing Bud Crawford, like it's not direct, video, and he's paying attention to the camera or nothing like that. Terrence Bud Crawford does have a personality. He does. He's very competitive. You could see it. He's playing ping pong. But when you sit him down for an interview, it's just, oh my God, bro. It's like it's a meditation session. It makes you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I think he's horrible. But when you're just catching him, have conversations with others, and it's not really a direct interview, you just, like he did with Eddie Hearn, it brings out who Bud Crawford is, that competitive nature and stuff like that. Yo, I'm going to say it like this. A lot of these fighters, a lot of these boxers are boxers. Not a lot of these boxers today are street guys. Terrence Bud Crawford is street. Let me tell you something. When I went to the fight with Demis Andre versus David Benavidez, Terrence Bud Crawford was walking around like you could see he got a mean streak. He's ready to pop off on anybody. He was jumping seats, he was climbing seats, going wherever he want to go and stuff like that. And he's locking eyes with anybody that look at him weird. He was about to fight somebody, and they had to calm him down. Like Terrence Bud Crawford walked with a chip on his shoulder. I think, and look, that's one thing I like about Bud Crawford. We need more of that. He does got the eye of the tiger. He does got a killer instinct. We love that about Bud Crawford. The only problem that I have, and if you've been following the channel, the only problem that I have is when people are with this fantasy fight, acting like Canelo Alvarez is some type of chump that anybody that can move up from 3 division up could challenge Canelo Alvarez. If Canelo Alvarez declined heavily, then probably I would give Crawford some type of chance. But Canelo Alvarez only declined a bit, the type of decline that he's still the best at 168. That's the only issue that I have with Bud. It's not even with Bud. It's with the community of boxing that's really pushing this fight. And here comes Turkey Alashiki. I think that Bud Crawford is a good fight with Canelo Alvarez, and I'm going to throw out every money that I had to throw to Canelo Alvarez, and if he doesn't take it, I'll go to the UFC, I'll go to Barros, or shut the fuck up, Turkey, bro, with that shit. I don't give a damn how much money you got. Talk about some great fights. Don't give me no damn fantasy. What are you talking about, Panther boxing? I want to see it. I have the money, and I got Canelo Alvarez. I want to give him an offer. No, how about you offer damn David Benavidez to Canelo Alvarez? Don't give me that damn. Hey, matter of fact, give it the $200 million to fight David Benavidez. But no, punch. I want Bud Crawford, Terrence Bud Crawford to fight Canelo, and I think it is great, and then Canelo is great, and I got their money, and shut the fuck up. Damn it, you 7-Eleven motherfucker, Dunkin' Donut eating motherfucker. You just mad that the yellow cab business is out of order. That's it. Punching boxing, I didn't want, no, I had money. I don't give a damn about your money. Canelo Alvarez got oil money too. That's why you jealous about Canelo Alvarez, because he ain't getting the oil prices from you, and he's going to another guy in the Middle East. Maybe that's what it is. I'm jealous, Punch. I'm not in the business of Canelo Alvarez and his oil industry where he have it in Mexico. I don't want him to get it from me. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Turkey Alashiki. Is that what it is, Turkey Alashiki? Is that what it is? Because Canelo Alvarez is getting his oil prices from somebody else in the Middle East. That's what it is, Punch. But I don't want to see the fight. I've come to America. I really got Oscar de Hoya in my pocket. I got Top Rank in my pocket. I got Eddie Hearn in my pocket. I got Frank Warren in my pocket. I'm trying to get that African American Al Heyman, but I don't see him nowhere. I don't see him anywhere. He doesn't want to show his face. I did know by the grapevine that he is, Pajaro. He is from the Rainbow Army. This is what I heard behind the scenes. Maybe he don't want to see me. All right. Just don't like me in the room with him by myself. I'm putting every fucking guy in my damn pockets. I am Turkey Alashiki, motherfucker. But this guy, Canelo Alvarez, is playing hardball. And that shit is pissing me the fuck off. That's why Turkey Alashiki is like, I'm giving the UFC in my pocket. I'm giving everybody come to my pocket. Turkey Alashiki tight that he can't hustle no damn Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez got his other connect. Hold on, give me a second, folks. Hold on. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Give me a second, y'all. I shot the sheriff, but it said it was a self-defense.
Yo. He said, don't disrespect Bob Marley like that. He said, don't disrespect Bob Marley like that. Nah, man, we only got 31 people in the building, man. I ain't gonna send no damn link. Good looking out though. You see? That's what I know. And you know what? That's when I know that Bud Crawford ain't no cash cow. Because look at the numbers. 31 people looking on. Ain't nobody want to talk about no damn Bud Crawford anyway. You can't. You feel me? Look at the numbers, bro. We got 30 people looking on Bud Crawford content. You know that my Bud Crawford content is like the worst numbers, it's like the low numbers. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking about that dude too. I get the minimal respect, not the traffic. Ain't nobody trying to come to my channel. Look, 29 people looking on. Ain't nobody trying to come to my channel talk about no damn Bud Crawford. They like talking about Ryan Garcia. I ain't talking about Teofimo, Canelo, Tank. Man, this is the last time I'm talking about Bud Crawford. We moving on to where Clarissa fine. Ew. Ew. Oh yeah, people was talking about Clarissa Shields dominant performance versus the Planet Fitness membership girl. Let's talk about Boo Boo Andre. Even Demise Andre get more traffic on my channel than the damn Bud Crawford. He's like dry paint. Like dry paint. What's your favorite reggaeton artist, Punch? Always was Tego. Oh, always was Tego. You feel me? But I'll tell you like this. Tego was my favorite. But to watch live, nobody could hold the candle on Daddy Yankee. In his prime, Daddy Yankee's the way he's performed, he's like the English, the Spanish version of Busta Rhymes. When it comes to performing, ain't nobody touching his mic when it comes to performance. But reggaeton artist Tego Calderon. Clarissa fights tomato cans, yeah. Low Nose Boxing says Josue always haven't got back in the ring ever since he got his pee blown up, right? But yeah, I can see the comments right now. You feel me? which I was saying, if I mix any comments and anybody disagree with me what I was talking about, with Terrence Bud Crawford, we don't want to talk about that Terrence Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. That's a fantasy fight. But I want to play video games, then we could talk about that. We could if fight night comes back, you know what I'm saying? We could talk about, Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. You pick Bud and I pick Canelo Alvarez. Just make sure that Bud Crawford is coming in the ring with Victor Conte. Bro, why are we talking about Jose? That's Lono's boxing favorite fighter. He always mentions him. He don't go one day without mentioning Josue. He don't go one live. Ever since that Josue Vargas got his pee blown up, Lono's boxing haven't gone one live without mentioning his name. He has kept his name alive in boxing. T. Gleazy said, why? I don't know. I really don't. I really don't know what's his like. I really don't know. He's been running with that since that. Knee boxing fan, right? Yo, right? Any boxing fan? My brother Low Nose Boxing, man, he don't leave that Jose Vargas alone. He mentions him all the time. I think the whole world, the world of boxing has forgotten about him. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah. So of course, look, I think that and I said this on my Twitter feed. I feel like Bud Crawford does have. Oh, this is what I wanted to say, right? I said that Bud Crawford is is an all-time great. Bud Crawford has arguably been pound for pound, 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around for the past 5, 6 years, right? Honestly, let's be real. But why isn't Bud Crawford a cash cow at this point? Does Bud Crawford is giving anybody the biggest payday? Why is Bud Crawford not the face of boxing? At least you got to be one of the two. See, Bud Crawford is like the second tier superstar of this generation. What I mean by that is Bud Crawford falls in the same tree of Bernard Hopkins, Shane Mosley. You know, and I'm meaning when Oscar de la Hoya is the cash cow, then you got your second tier superstar that really cannot be the face of boxing, but they're the faces of this era. That's Bud Crawford. So when Bud Crawford says that this is the Bud Crawford era, he's going to be 37 years old. I don't think this is the fight that is going to even enhance the belief of this is a Bud Crawford era. It's not the Bud Crawford era, and I think it's too late for that. Or I think it's too late. But I think, but I don't. But I'm not gonna say it doesn't have a chance to. He doesn't have a chance if he does the right business move and he has the right matchmaker. And I think that if ego doesn't get in the way, if ego doesn't get in the way, um, if ego doesn't get in the way, he said, "Why you always hating on black fight?" Here we go with these. Oh my God, here we go with the same people with this beta male. Why are you always hating on black fighters? Why? Why you don't say that when I'm talking about Boo Boo Andre and everybody hating when I'm talking about Boo Boo Andre? Hmm? Why you don't say that when we showing love to Kid Austin? Why you don't say that when we showing love to Boots Ennis? Just say that you don't like what I'm saying about Bud Crawford, TVL Traveler, having a bunch of sperm traveling up your ass and stuff like that. Shut up. Always got to be some dummy. Always got to be. Why you make your race look man weak sometimes? Why you don't? Why you don't? Why you hate black fighters? Shut up. My God. Always, it's always. I never see a Middle Eastern says, Punch, why you always hate on Loma? Why you don't give credit to Triple G? Why you don't talk about? I never see no damn Asian coming over here and be like, why you don't show love to the Korean fighters? Why you don't show love to the other fighters other than Inoue? Why you don't show love? Oh my God, T Gleazy. Oh my God, time and time again. Lord have mercy. Diablo, esta gente siempre con. I don't know what it is, bro. It's what about me? Talk about us. Talk about us. No, don't talk about no Latino fighters, no whites, no Asians, no Middle East. Talk about us only. If you don't talk about us, you're hating us. Oh my goodness, bro. Yo, Punch, interview brothers, brothers, my brother. Punch, exactly. Double X. Who was talking about Boots before anybody was talking about Boots? Who's interviewing Boots before anybody? Hey, yo, when remember when Boots was on my channel? Ain't nobody know who Boots was. Hold on. Who's talking about Boots? Who's talking about Keyshawn Davis? Ain't nobody know who Keyshawn Davis. Who brought Keyshawn Davis to the channel? What about Kid Austin, baby? Huh? What about that? Hmm? I even yo, I even brought up Bahi, Lucas Bahati. Ain't nobody know who Body was. That boy Mr. Moonshine was on work. We was working out here, man. Bringing out all the young, hungry talent to punch run boxing. Hmm? What about when Teofimo Lopez said we had to say about Shakur and Keyshawn, and then Shakur came the next. I mean, Keyshawn came the next day or a couple of days after. Then Shakur came a couple of days after and stuff like that. What you talking about? Teofimo Lopez needs a big dog worthy of challenge. I know. I think of Brian Norman Jr. I think that would be good. Three-division world champion right there. It's almost like, and I think that Brian Norman Jr. got a better win than Masrimov. I think Teofimo Lopez beat Brian Norman Jr. will be a better win. Him moving up the division than Terrence Bud Crawford moving up to fight Matrimov. What y'all think about that? But y'all hate Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, I wouldn't even give him. Y'all wouldn't even give him credit like that. Always the victim mentality with them. Facts. If I say that Manny Serrano is the greatest woman of all time, no, it's not. It's Clarissa Shields. It's Clarissa Shields. Man, please, Manny Serrano. Bud is about to beat Canelo's ass when they fight. Man, stop playing video games. Ain't gonna do nothing. But stay in the hospital for a good week and a half. Get surgery with a broken orbital bone. Probably broken jaw. Probably broken rib. And then everybody gonna be like, why is Canelo Alvarez cherry picking a 147 pounder? I never want Canelo Alvarez. If y'all didn't even give Canelo Alvarez credit for beating Jamel Charlo, what makes you think I want Canelo Alvarez to even step in the ring with a smaller guy than Bud Crawford? Ain't nobody give him credit. To this day, everybody's talking about when Canelo Alvarez fought Amir Khan. Y'all was talking shit about Amir Khan. Yo, Canelo Alvarez cherry picking Amir Khan. Canelo Alvarez is cherry picking Jamel Charlo. But Canelo Alvarez is not cherry picking Bud Crawford. Yo, y'all remember, and this is lit. Y'all remember when people said that Canelo Alvarez was cherry picking Bivol before that fight? Remember when people was mad that he didn't pick Jamar Charlo, that he picked the DAZN deal to fight Bivol, and they said that Canelo Alvarez is cherry picking Bivol. My goodness. Boots purse so much weight, his eyes sunken. I like a Boots versus Bud. I like that fight. I like a Boots. Look, look, look. Bud Crawford. Look at this. If he could do well, at least what Floyd Mayweather did, right? At the age of 36 years old, because that's what Bud Crawford. Mayweather already stamped himself into the Hall of Fame. But this is where Mayweather really became the face. The face, right? Was with that Showtime deal. And especially when he beat Oscar De La Hoya after, right? But Oscar De La Hoya was still around the sport of boxing and still was getting the fights with Manny Pacquiao, still getting the fights with Bernard Hopkins, even though that he lost those fights, but he was still the cash cow still, right? But Bud Crawford, this would be my ideal. If I was managing Bud Crawford, and I'm saying, Bud Crawford, you really want the Bud Crawford era? Okay, this is the Bud Crawford era right here. Get a deal with Turkey Alashiki, right? Get yourself 5 or 6 fights. From 30, he's gonna be 37 years old September. Get yourself. All right, start off with this one, right? Then get yourself 5 fights. Within 2 years and a half, by the age of 39 years old, I think if you stay in shape and you still and if he wins all these fights, next fight at 154, Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo is an undisputed, has a reputation of being the king, the lineal champion. He's the best at 154. Can you imagine Jamel Charlo and Bud Crawford? They already got a storyline. Can you imagine the promo to Bud Crawford and Jamel Charlo? If you really want to see Bud Crawford come out of that shell of being a little quiet, you know, you're going to see the street Bud Crawford in that promo. That promo will be just as good as the Tony Harrison and Jamel Charlo promo. So right there, I'm telling y'all folks, that fight will sell. I'm telling y'all folks, that fight, if Bud Crawford does his thing and keep that same momentum with Mashramov that he's coming in with the Earl Spence performance, and that promo, with the promo alone, is going to do just as good, I'm saying right here, just as good or maybe a little bit under in numbers than Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. Because the way they're gonna promote that fight, see, we all wanted to see Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, but they truly didn't promote. They was like more friends than anything else. They will promote the hell of that fight. Okay, now let's say Bud Crawford beats Jamel Charlo. Now he is truly the king at 154 because he beat the king Jamel Charlo, right? Okay, now I like the fight. If Teofimo Lopez beats Brian Oman Jr. in a spectacular fashion and justifies his call out in which it gets the people in the sport of boxing to say, hey, you know what? Damn, that takeover Teofimo Lopez performance is good. It's giving that type of illusion it's going to be a great challenging fight. Because of Teofimo Lopez's accomplishment, it will be great for Bud Crawford's resume because Teofimo Lopez has probably one of the best, I think the best accomplishment in anybody in Bud Crawford's resume. Every great champion has beaten a guy coming up in weight, right? Let's talk about the history of the sport of boxing. Let's implement that in our assessment, right? Leonard versus Duran. Duran came up from the lightweight division. It was still one of the most historic fights, right? How about Hearns How about Hearns versus Hagler? Hearns come from the smaller division and it only lasted 3 rounds. But ladies and gentlemen, it gave us one of the best rounds in boxing history. And we still be like, yo, we want these fighters to be like the guys in the 80s, right? Well, okay. Hagler was beating guys that were smaller. Hagler, Marvin Hagler noticeable win were smaller guys. Duran, Hearns, right? These are smaller guys. This is a noticeable win, and we don't take nothing away from Marvin Hagler. Leonard came after three years retirement as a smaller guy, moved up to the middleweight division, and actually beat Hagler. So don't think that this is not possible. And I know what some of y'all gonna be like. Are you trying to say that T.O. and these guys all I do running. Hey, yo, they had their time. This is our time. This is not about comparing the fighters. This is about comparing the situations. All right. So let's say in the second fight, boom, he moves up a catch weight, just like every other fighter has done it. Oscar De La Hoya done a catch weight. Canelo done a catch weight. Mayweather done a catch weight. A bunch of people has done catch weight. Why not Bud Crawford? Crawford and Teofimo Lopez, that would be another hell of a promo. Another hell of a promo. New York City, Madison Square Garden will be another sellout crowd. People know he's a homegrown name in Teofimo Lopez, and Terrence Bud Crawford is a homegrown name as well. Remember, Terrence Bud Crawford needs to fight names, just like Floyd Mayweather did. It wasn't about facing just the best. It was about facing names and also somebody with a country, right? Okay, let's say Bud Crawford's beat Teofimo Lopez. All right, now we heading to the third fight. We heading to the third fight. I'ma say either a Tim Zoo or a Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz in Texas, a Tim Zoo probably in Australia in the stadium, right? I would say a Virgil Ortiz in Texas. By then, Virgil Ortiz will have another great win at the 154-pound division, knock out somebody, and then bring that type of illusion. Now, the biggest threat, and I think that in the perception that Virgil Ortiz and Bud, Virgil Ortiz is bringing that type of how you say it, threat. That will be good. Virgil Ortiz and Bud Crawford in Texas. I think that will do great numbers. I think it will do 40,000 or more, just like when Earl Spence fought what's his name, Ugas, and it did 39,000 out there in Texas. I believe that Bud Crawford and Virgil Ortiz in Texas will do great numbers, right? And I think Virgil Ortiz, which is not a champion, but I believe that's one of those fights that will age well, just like what Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez was. See, it aged well. The Canelo Alvarez win aged well better than any other win that Floyd Mayweather got. It just aged well, right? So a Virgil and a Virgil and Bud. Let's see, Bud beats Virgil. We're really in the Bud Crawford era. He's beating accomplished fighters. He's became a king of another division by beating Jamel Charlo if he does. Another accomplished fighter in Teofimo Lopez. Virgil Ortiz, right? Now I say this. Some of y'all may not like this. Some of y'all may not like this because y'all feel like it may be overdue. Remember, we're heading into next year, late next year. If Bud Crawford could get a Jamel Charlo later on this year, because Jamel Charlo wants to step back in the ring later this fall, you get a Jamel Charlo versus Bud, right? Or maybe forget about the Virgil Ortiz and let's save that for a little later. This fight coming up, Danny Garcia versus Lara in middleweight. I got Danny Garcia beating Lara. If Danny Garcia beats Lara, then he becomes the middleweight champion. Now, some of y'all may not like this, but remember what I said. Terrence Bud Crawford gotta fight names. Names. Danny Garcia is a name. Danny Garcia got a legacy. Danny Garcia may be a future Hall of Famer, and Danny Garcia got probably the top 3 best resume of this generation. If Danny Garcia becomes the middleweight champion, then Bud Crawford could face Danny Garcia, in which Danny Garcia and Bud Crawford is the amateur rivalry. That's Terrence Bud Crawford amateur rivalry. Danny Garcia versus Bud Crawford. They had 3 fights, right? That's their rivalry. Just like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney was a rivalry in the amateurs, just like Keyshawn Davis and Andy Cruz was a rivalry in the amateurs, right? Just like Thurman and Andre was a rivalry in the amateurs. Bud Crawford, and just like Gary Russell Jr. and Leo Santa Cruz was a rivalry in the amateurs, Bud Crawford and Danny Garcia is a rivalry in the amateurs. If Danny Garcia beats Lara, in which I'm hoping he does, that is Bud Crawford versus Danny Garcia, and is the opportunity of Bud Crawford to become a 5-division world champion. So, right, get Jamel Charlo. Let Danny Garcia be. If Danny Garcia wins, then after maybe that could be the second fight. If he beats Jamel Charlo December of this year, then you get Danny Garcia. If Danny Garcia wins later on in the first quarter or the second quarter of next year, Right, then go to the 160, and now you're one. Now it gets closer to a potential Canelo Alvarez fight because now you just got to jump one weight class. You understand? Then I will respect it more, even with a victory with Danny Garcia, because if Danny Garcia beats Lara, it's a great victory, right? And then Bud Crawford will become a five division world champion. After that, then I will really respect it. I will respect the Bud and Canelo. I will respect the Bud and Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And then Bud will fight Canelo Alvarez to become a six division world champion, which he already tied the five division with Mayweather. He would try to tie Oscar de la Hoya, and then folks, we could compare the legacy and resumes of Bud Mayweather, Bud Oscar de la Hoya. See, I'm going by steps. You guys want to jump into a Bud a Bud and Canelo. I'm saying respect Canelo Alvarez enough because right now, Bud, just like what Bud said about Edgar Berlanga, that he's head over heels with that fight. Bud Crawford is beyond head over heels. Bud Crawford's career doesn't have to end right now. I think that Bud Crawford's career could actually really the phenom and the Bud Crawford era could really start right now if he really wants to. Just pick the right opponents, just like Floyd Mayweather picked the right opponents. That's it. You guys are living in La La Land. I'm living in reality. So get Jamel. All right, beat Mashramov. Let me say it again for the people that's walking into the live. Beat Mashramov this Saturday, August 3rd. In December, that's when Jamel Charlo's trying to get back in the ring later this year. Jamel Charlo's 34, 35 years old. He's not trying to stay long into the sport of boxing as well. That's the fight that he wants, right? He wants Bud. Bud wanted Jamel. Get that fight done. And if you could beat, I'm saying that if this is victorious, there's a 50-50 fight to me. If he beats Jamel Charlo, he becomes the king at 154-pound division. Then he could move up and fight his rivalry, another name. Remember, you gotta fight names. If you want the Bud Crawford ever and the cash cow boxing, you gotta fight names. You fight Danny Garcia in the Barclays Center, New York City, is going to sell out the Barclays Center, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And if Danny Garcia becomes a middleweight champion, he is going to take on that Bud fight. Nobody knows Bud more than Danny Garcia, vice versa. Again, that's the rivalry. However, y'all want to say, oh, Danny Garcia, he lost to this one, this one, this one. Danny Garcia never got demoralized or dropped by anybody. Danny Garcia never got demoralized by anybody. And Danny Garcia got arguably the best resume in the sport of boxing right under Canelo Alvarez, folks. Yes. He had a better 140 run than Bud Crawford himself. He has Lamont Peterson. He has Lamont Peterson. He has um Amir Khan, Lucas Metisse in his prime. He had the Zab Judas. He had the Herreras. He has the damn, what's his name? The other guy's name, Kendall Hawk. That was a good win. Um, and then he fought guys like Keith Thurman that he lost a split decision. He won a whole 12 with Earl Spence. Arguably, I believe that he beat Sean Porter in that last round. Because I said whoever wins the last round, and I was doing and I think I still got the live commentary up. I said whoever wins the last round wins the fight. I had Danny Garcia winning the 12th round. It could have gone either way as well. Right now, Danny Garcia could only really have one blemish on his record, and that would be two, Keith Thurman and Earl Spence, right? Um, so Bud Crawford and Danny Garcia, in my opinion, is still a good fight. In my opinion, when it comes to name and accomplishment, you putting legacy versus legacy. Danny Garcia will become a three-division world champion, fighting Bud Crawford, three-division world champion. You put up their resume, and yes, it's a great fight. If you guys want to push Danny Garcia to the side for whatever reason, I'm not pushing him to the side. This is boxing. So you put Danny Garcia versus if Danny Garcia beats Lara, becomes a middleweight champion. Bud Crawford fights Danny Garcia for an opportunity to become a five-division world champion with ties Mayweather. He says, Sonny, Danny is trash. That's the problem with that. That's the problem with the sport of boxing. Let's be hardcore. Stop with the trolling. Let's be real in our assessment, folks. If Danny Garcia is trash, then everybody is trash, bro. Because Danny Garcia is not Floyd Mayweather, he's trash. Because Danny Garcia is not Muhammad Ali, he's trash. Nah, bro, your assessment is trash. That's what's happening in the sport of boxing. We're frustrated because fans, you like to say that everything is trash and every matchup is whack. You shrink our sport by saying that. You know what you did right now, Sonny, in your assessment. Sonny, in your assessment, you have taken a great opponent and a great opportunity for Bud Crawford because he's trash, right? And then if people do think like you, then it actually limits Bud Crawford's. It limits Bud Crawford. So so why would you want to do the Bud Crawford? See, if you respect Bud Crawford, you'll be like, yo, that's a good fight. That's a good opportunity for Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But shitting on possible opponents takes away. This is why what people are frustrated with Canelo Alvarez right now. Because you're taking away opponents. You just want Benavidez. You just want Benavidez. No, fuck the. I don't want to see no damn no Mungia. David Benavidez. I don't want David Benavidez. You take away from Bud Crawford when we say um Bud Crawford, Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. We skip every good potential fight for Bud Crawford to further enhance his legacy. You guys want Bud Crawford just to get a payday. You acting like accountants right now. You're financial advisors to Bud Crawford. It's a money fight. No, 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 no. It's a money fight that he probably won't even enjoy his money. Bud Crawford has an opportunity to have a Bud Crawford era. Even in the twilight of his prime, he could have a Bud Crawford era. If Danny trash, why Danny will knock you out in a second. Facts, God. Facts. Tell him. Danny is a great champion, bro. Danny is a great champion. Danny's just not a flashy fighter with the great footwork, but Danny does everything good. Danny got one of the best chins in the sport of boxing of this generation. Yo, like, yo, put it this way. After this live, go check Danny Garcia's resume and match his resume with anybody right now. Whenever this live finish, or whenever y'all could go on another phone or whatever it is, go check Danny Garcia's resume right now and match it up with anybody right now. And y'all gonna understand. Danny fought this person. Yo, Danny beat this person. Yo, oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes everything is not about winning and losing, but it's how you win and how you lose. Danny Garcia was the underdog facing Keith von Tom Thurman. Danny Garcia was the underdog facing Earl the True Spence. Danny Garcia was supposed, put it this way, the fights that Danny Garcia lost, he was supposed to lose in the betting odds. So you don't do he never got demoralized, never got dropped. Danny Garcia only got stumbled probably only one time, and that was versus Keith von Tom Thurman in the first or second round. He said Danny lost every big fight at 147. That has nothing to do with it. That's good. We're not looking for the perfect fighter. You're looking for the perfect fighter. Who cares if he lost the big fights? But he didn't lose demoralized. Nobody demoralized Danny Garcia. He lost respectfully. Hold on. MAW salute punch. MAW with the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you, my brother. God bless you. Salute, punch, and chat. If Danny beats Lara, sure, it's a fantastic option, but it's number one. But it's one of a number of options. Canelo will always be. Come on, MAW. Come on, my brother. Stop, please, folks. Please. It's like I'm begging you. To be honest, yo, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There is no topic or no matchup that really pinches my nerve. Yo, when I hear Bud versus Canelo, I feel like I'm getting high blood pressure. No lie, I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious, folks. This Bud and Canelo stuff really gets me boiling. Like, even when I read it, like, shout out to MAW, but Canelo is the first option. My brothers, please, God, let's relax, guys, man. Let's go back to reality, folks. Canelo is 168. Guys, 168. King of 168. We seen what he did to guys like Jamel Charlo, who is the undisputed that is bigger than Crawford. Stop playing around with your fantasies. Stop it. There's so many great matchups and realistic matchups. Stop shrinking our sport to a budding Canelo. Why are we doing this? What is this? We don't have enough? That's what it is? We don't have enough? You guys don't think that nobody in 154 and 160 could challenge Canelo Alvarez? I'm sorry, Bud Crawford. We just went, the world of boxing is shaming Canelo Alvarez because we feel that the best fight at 168 is this giant of a Benavidez and Canelo. And if it's not Benavidez, this giant, it's this little man, Crawford. Yo, man, I really don't understand this. I really don't. I'm trying to understand this. I'm trying to wrap around my head, like my brain. I don't know if I got enough brain cells because it kills it when I think about it. Bud versus Canelo will do bigger pay-per-view numbers than Canelo Benavidez. Also, we doing it for the pay-per-views. You know what? I want to see Shakur Stevenson fight Chris Brown, the dancer, the entertainer. And how much you want to bet that's going to do more pay-per-views than 90% of the 90% of the of potential pay-per-view fights. Matter of fact, I want to see Chris Brown, the dancer. Matter of fact, I want to see Drake fight Tank. I want to see Drake fight Tank. And I think that would do more pay-per-views than any other fight in boxing. I want to see Drake. I want to see Drake coming into the sport of boxing. I want to see Drake. I've seen him in the past, and I want to see Drake versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Because if that's what we're going to talk about, it will do more pay-per-views. If that's what we're going to see, because Bud and Canelo is going to do pay-per-view. I think it will do pay-per-view because we're selling this fight. They keep on selling this fight, so it's selling itself, but it's a stupid fight. It's a stupid fight. It's a stupid fight. But because we keep on talking about it and we're selling it, we're selling this illusions to the casuals because the casuals don't know shit. So the casuals just listening to this Bud versus Canelo and they're saying, yeah. You got Stephen A. Smith, Bud and Canelo, yeah. Because the big networks and the debate shows, they don't follow boxing. But when they hear this trickle of Bud and Canelo, that's what they're gonna talk about. You could sell anything. You could sell anything. But we want Bud versus Canelo because you think it's gonna sell. I thought that Earl Spence and Bud will sell. But you know what? This Saturday, y'all might have a reality check. Because if Bud Crawford don't look as devastated as he was versus Earl Spence, and remember, this is Mashimov. The same if Mashimov was not getting the credit like Virgil Ortiz, Tim Zoo, Sebastian Fundura, he ain't no Jamel Charlo, he not even Brian Castano. Bud Crawford better. Oh, folks, because I'm gonna have a marathon the whole month for the rest of the month. Bud Crawford better give me the performance that of the mother effing the decade come this Saturday. Cause I'm roasting each and every one of you who was talking about this Bud and Canelo. Bud Crawford better end this man in less than 5 rounds. I do not want Bud Crawford with an inexperienced pro fighter go more than 5 rounds. If Bud Crawford is the greatest thing ever since Kid Dynamite Mike Tyson. No. Master Mob is not better than Triple X. You're lying. I've been in this community long enough. Ain't nobody never brought no Master Morph around my face when we talking about the 154 pound. And 5 months ago, when we was talking about the 154-pound division, ain't nobody said Canelo and ain't nobody said Bud Crawford versus Master Morph. It was either Bud Crawford versus Tim Tszyu, Bud Crawford versus Jamel Charlo, Bud Crawford versus Virgil Ortiz, and I even heard Bud Crawford versus Conor Ben before we even talked about Master Morph. So I don't want to. Don't be fake on my channel, please, folks. Don't be fake with me. You go to the mother channels, y'all could be fake with them all y'all want. But in boxing, in any community, we ain't never ever talked about no damn Mashramov. We ain't even talked about Mashramov versus Tim Tszyu. We ain't talk about Mashramov versus Jamel Charlo. Stop with the fake. Stop it, folks. Stop. I'm not here to waste my time. We're here to talk boxing and be real with one another. We don't have to agree on everything, but let's be real. Masramov versus Bud was never a mother effing discussion. Was never a discussion. Let's stop it. Let's stop building Masramov now because Bud Crawford is fighting it because we're trying to justify that this is gonna be an incredible win. Stop. Why don't you hold Tio accountable, Punch? A hypocrite talk, brother. What do you mean about why don't hold Tio accountable? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Because everybody's seen I hold every fighter accountable, including Teofimo Lopez. Seems like you ain't watched the video after the Steve Clackett fight, right? Everybody over here could tell you I hold people accountable. How y'all call pro boxers fighting champions trash? It's crazy, guys. Champion, it's crazy. Punch. Any reaction on Manny Pacquiao exhibition fight on Japan? Nah, it's an exhibition, so I really don't have no really take on it. You know what I'm saying? It's an exhibition. Manny Pacquiao's 45 years old, and we all know that Manny Pacquiao didn't train like he was training for a championship fight. It's an exhibition. Now the Japanese, he went out there to prove something that he could. I think that Manny Pacquiao exhibition. I didn't think too much of it because of you hyping Tio for Crawford, but down. Okay, all right, okay. Let me break it down one more time because it seems like, oh Lord, all right, okay, all right. Let me see if I could bring pictures because sometimes with images it makes more sense, right? Boxing glove, right? Right. Let me see if I got some images. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. Boxing gloves, INC. What do you see right there? Just put in the chat. What do you see right there? And tell me what is that? Hold on. Oh, he said, help me understand. I'll make you understand. What do you see right there? What do you see right there? Help me out. I want you to, because I'm now we having this dialogue, so I want you to now type right away. Come on, this is a live show. Come on, boxing. What do you see Teofimo Lopez got right there? Hmm? Teofimo Lopez, the king at 135, the king at 140. Do you know how many fighters have those two lenient chips? Do you know? Do you know how many fighters attain that, earn that? It's because that's when you become the best. When you beat the best, you become the best. So now, Teofimo Lopez, just like, let me break it down to you, boxing glove. Before we even thought about Bud Crawford fighting Canelo Alvarez, and before there used to be a undisputed champion, 140, and his name was Josh Taylor, right? They were saying a potential fight. Josh Taylor is going to be moving up to the 147-pound division, and we saw Josh Taylor and Terrence Bud Crawford come face to face and chopped it up about a potential matchup. And Terrence Bud Crawford was open to a matchup with Josh Taylor after Josh Taylor beat Jose Ramirez to become undisputed. That was a possible top 2, top 3 next matchup for Terrence Bud Crawford. But of course, we understood that Terrence Bud Crawford is chasing Earl Spence. We understood that. But the second guy, if we can't get that fight with Terrence Bud Crawford, with Earl Spence, they was talking about the possible WBO mandatory in Virgil Ortiz. Remember when Virgil Ortiz fought Maurice Hooker and Earl Spence and Bud Crawford was in the stadium, in the arena? Since Virgil Ortiz was the mandatory, but the other accomplishable guy was Josh Taylor. So why is so respectable by the world of boxing? Give me a sec. Why is so respectable by the world of boxing for a potential Josh Taylor fight and Terrence Bud Crawford? You know why? Because Josh Taylor was the king at 140, the lineal reigning undisputed world champion. Guess who beat Josh Taylor? Bing, 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 bing. Teofimo Lopez. So why is a problem for Teofimo Lopez and Terrence Bud Crawford? Why? Because y'all hate Teofimo Lopez. Because he's a hated fighter. And Josh Taylor was not even American enough for y'all to hate him. Because of course, it's the toxic American culture is to hate on every fighter. Now, what's the difference is that this is one division moving up, a traditional daring to be great. And of course, now Bud Crawford, I've been talking about this fight for a year. See, Bud Crawford now is moving to the 154 pounds. So what I'm saying is Tio will be moving one division up by becoming the king at 140 and now moving on to a different division. Almost like when Terrence Bud Crawford go, bro, you're going around, here we go, going around the goalpost. That's what I mean. I can't even explain to you. Should I say it in Spanish? Should I say it in Spanish? Should I say it in Spanish, folks? I ain't even finished explaining myself, but I've been explaining myself. I didn't even read. I just said, bro, you going around the goalposts is the same. No, it's not the same exact situation, motherfucker. Listen the fuck up. Like people, you gotta be willing to fucking educate yourself and listen. I got the motherfucking channel. You listen, bro. You listening to me. So humble your mind, bro. Humble your mind. It is not the same thing because Tio is the king at 140 and Terrence Bud Crawford is not the king at 154, motherfucker. He hasn't even fought at 154. We don't know what Terrence Bud Crawford going to do at 154. If he beats Jamel Charlo at 154, then he'll be the motherfucking king, and that's why Jamel Charlo got an opportunity to face Canelo Alvarez in the motherfucking first place. So it's not the same situation. Bud Crawford don't got no strap at 154. It is still moving up 3 division up to fight Canelo Alvarez. Listen the fuck up. You guys will be playing man dumb for no reason. Listen up. Teofimo Lopez delineating at 135, Alinio at 140, moving up to the 140-pound division. Just like it was respectable for Josh Taylor for a potential fight with Terrence Bud Crawford. Just like it was a respectable for Terrence Bud Crawford to call out Keith Thurman even after the Felix Diaz fight. Why it was respectable for Bud Crawford to call out Keith Thurman? Did we respect that? Why it was respectable for Terrence Bud Crawford to call out Earl the True Spence in first take when he was still in the 140-pound division? And he became undisputed, and then he called out Keith Thurman, and then he called out Earl Spence, and then us, the boxing world, we was like, yo, we've been waiting for this fight for 5 years. 5 years, he was still in the 140-pound division when they got that fight. It ain't about a tough guy. I'm talking because y'all being dumb. So you don't know how to listen respectfully. So I gotta talk to you like we some two street motherfuckers that don't respect. You gotta respect what I'm saying because what I'm saying is pure facts. You and your feelings, my brother. What I'm saying is pure facts. The potential fight for Bud Crawford was him seeking an Earl Spence fight or a Josh Taylor moving up, or him fighting his possible mandatory in the WBO that it was Virgil Ortiz. These are the facts. It was no Canelo Alvarez conversation, bro. It's the same shit when Terrence Bud Crawford was the man at 140, was calling out Keith Thurman at 147 and Earl Spence at 147. It's the same shit of Teofimo Lopez at 140, calling out the king in the 147-pound division. It's the same shit. So what the fuck you don't understand? What don't you understand, motherfucker? People crazy out here. Oh, you're moving the goalpost. Where's the damn goalpost? It's the same goalpost. I'm in the same yard. I'm in the same yard. It's nothing different. Is that some people respect certain fighters and some people don't respect certain fighters. And that's why in this community, everybody, y'all follow a narrative, but the narrative always come right back and bite you in the ass. Because y'all don't want to be real with everything. Y'all rather shrink the sport and disrespect everybody, and then you think that there's no possible matchup. That's a respectable matchup. That was a more realistic fight than a Bud moving up 3 divisions up that never been done in the history of the sport of boxing, the history of 100+ years in the sport of boxing. Shit is fucking easy. It's not the same thing. You know why? Because what I'm asking Teofimo Lopez to do is a tradition realistic dare to be great. What you're trying to compare and you're trying to say why you're not keeping the same energy with Teofimo Lopez. So then I'll be asking Bud Crawford to do something that was never been done in the history of the sport of boxing. That's a 100+ year sport of boxing. I'm asking Bud Crawford to do the impossible. Come on now. You guys are delusional because you're asking for the impossible. You're not asking for Bud Crawford to become to move up and fight, you know what I'm saying, John Ryder at 130 at 168. Y'all not being the impossible. Oh, go fight Gabe Rosario at 168. You're saying Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is a good fight and the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Fuck out of here, man. You guys are lost. You guys are gonna look like y'all got your pee-pee sucked, you know what I'm saying, and the shit, and she gave you a nice blowjob and you want to marry the chick. Cause y'all all hype about something. Get out of here, man. It's not a good fight. It's only a good fight if the only I'm being dead serious. The only way that Bud Crawford challenges Canelo Alvarez is if he gets injected with the high class steroids and the upgraded snack from Victor Conte. That he's gonna go to the lab and get 6 months and create the best undetected steroids that mankind could ever create. That's the only way that Bud Crawford competes with Canelo Alvarez. Bud, they beat Tio down. Well, nobody. That's not that. That's a whole different type of conversation. Boxing glove. A whole different type of conversation is what's the prediction of Bud and Tio. Then that's different. Then Bud will be the favorite to beat Tio, just like Bud will be the favorite to beat Boots. Same shit, but guess what? Teofimo Lopez is way more accomplished than Boots. So if Bud beats Tio, he's putting down on his resume a two-division lineal champion. And he's also inheriting a resume of Teofimo Lopez. That's how you build your legacy and your resume, is who you beat. If he beats, put it this way, if Terrence Bud Crawford beats Boots Ennis, fight Boots Ennis and beat Boots Ennis, and Boots loses three out of his next four fights, then what's that victory for Bud? See, we don't know. See, but the fact is that T already got a legacy, and it's a legacy versus a legacy. No matter if we think that Bud beats Tio, if many people think Bud beats Tio, it's still a legacy on the line. But Boots don't got no legacy. He don't. And I love Boots. Like I said before, I was the only dude talking about Boots in this community. And everybody knows that. Boots could even tell you that. His dad could even tell you that. When he was doing interviews with me, they was like, yo, because Boots don't do interviews like that. And this is good practice. So when Boots get to be a bigger fighter, then he's good with interviews. He wasn't even doing interviews like that. It doesn't matter what I feel about that. I'm talking about the fight. Now you want to be like, oh, but he beat the shit out of Tio. Now you want some other shit. Cool. That's all right. Tio, if that's what you think, that's your prerogative. It's all good. I'm answering your question about that. That I'm not keeping the same energy with Tio because I'm not supporting Bud fighting Canelo because it's the same thing as me supporting Tio fighting Bud. No, it's not. That's what I'm debunking. That was stupidity, in my opinion. So I answer you with the stupidity and the type of form, so you can understand. So you can understand what I'm trying to say. That's a stupid ass shit. And I proved you wrong, but you still, because you said make it make sense. I made it make sense. You don't want to. You're stuck in your own mind. So you asked me, make it make sense. Make me under. No, you said make me understand. I made you understand. You don't want to understand. You don't want to understand. All right, boxing glove ink. Now you tell me this. Can you tell me what was the last fighter that jumped 3 division up and fought a guy and beat him? Now you teach me. Name me a fighter that went up 3 division up, 3 division up. We ain't talking about heavyweights. We ain't talking about Roy Jones Jr. moving up 2 division, because in reality, heavyweight doesn't have that weight division. So within those divisions, not mentioning heavyweights, name me anybody that moved 3 division up right away. I ain't talking about, oh, he fought at 147, then 154, and then he moved three. No, no. Straight from that division, moved 3 division up, and was successful. Or tell me when it ever happened. No, Manny didn't do that. Since I'm not keeping, so you make me understand. Boxing glove, make me understand who was the last fighter that jumped 3 division up. Since it's the same thing, I'm not keeping the same energy. It's like it's a normal thing. Go ahead. You better Google your ass off right now. Henry Armstrong. You would even know how Henry Armstrong look. I'm not gonna, I don't even know how Henry Armstrong look. Motherfucker bringing out black and white fighters. That back in the days, they was fighting fighters that was not even professionals. Back in the day, they fighting fighters that is just, hey, I'm just here to fight so I could get some grocery money. These guys are picking black and white fighters right now. That's matter of fact, y'all proving my point. Y'all proving my point. So when I say that Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez is a fantasy fight, why don't y'all respect that? Because y'all in y'all fantasy feelings, right? Y'all can't even come up with the fighter that you can't even come up with it. So guys, this is not hate. This is reality. You guys are living, some of you, I'm not saying all of y'all, when I'm saying you guys, I'm saying people are living in this la la land about Bud versus Canelo. Y'all living in la la land. Living in la la land. It's not an actual fight, guys. It's not. And all I'm saying is Bud Crawford got great potential fights. Bud Crawford got great potential, meaningful, challenging fights that would enhance his legacy. And if he gets up there to when it makes sense, and it's not too late, because think about this. Bud is older than Canelo. So it can still be a possible fight. Canelo Alvarez is what, 34 years old? Canelo Alvarez is only 34 years old. So think about this. If we wait, if Bud Crawford could give me these two fights, I will respect it, folks. And I'm asking for two fights, two situations that will be very realistic and very respectable, in my opinion. I did say that the middleweight division is a ghost town, right? So for me, in my opinion, for Bud Crawford, he has to do more at 154 than even more than 160, right? I said it again. If you come into the live, Bud beats Jamel Charlo. He becomes king at 154. For me, Bud don't have to prove a bunch of things at 154 if you beat Jamel Charlo. Because all these guys is winning and losing. Tim Tszyu lost to Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora lost to Jesus Ramos. Jesus Ramos lost to Tim Tszyu. Erickson, right? Nobody's cut clear, elite at 154 like that. Like, you gotta beat him to be this person. You beat Jamel Charlo, you beat the king. If Danny Garcia beats Lara and he goes up and become a five-division world champion, and then he's one step away of Canelo Alvarez, folks, and then he could be a six-division world champion, I will respect that. Because you're now just one division away. And then you will only still be 38 years old. And Canelo Alvarez will be what? Maybe 36. Oh, well, he's 34 years old. All right, let's say he's going to be 37 this year. All right, boom, get Jamel Charlo, still 37. Get Danny Garcia. All right, he'll be 38 years old. Canelo Alvarez will be 35 years old. That will still be like Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. I think Floyd Mayweather was 38 years old, and Manny Pacquiao was 36 years old. That was still respectable. The fans wanted to see it. That would be more respectable. Is that okay with y'all, folks? Does that make sense? Is that good? Is that good? Is that okay? You beat your rivalry, Danny Garcia, who has a legacy, who has a potential that could be a potential Hall of Fame as well. With the win with Lara, I'm gonna tell you like this, folks. Danny Garcia beating Lara, he's certified Hall of Fame. If Timothy Bradley is Hall of Fame, yes, Danny Garcia would be Hall of Fame as a two-division world champion, unify the titles at 140 and stuff like that. Yes, and become a three-division world champion. Danny Garcia, with his resume and his accomplishment, will be a Hall of Fame. Then we'll be talking about two future Hall of Famers. It will be two future Hall of Famer back to back. Because Jamel Charlo's undisputed, he will be a Hall of Fame. And then Danny Garcia will be a Hall of Fame. That's legacy versus legacy. Danny Garcia, that will be legacy versus legacy. That's respectable. And then you beat Danny Garcia, you become a 5 division world champion, you tie Flo Mayweather, and then you strive to tie Oscar De La Hoya for 6 division world champion versus Canelo Alvarez, and boom, 3 fights and you're good. A money fight with Jamel Charlo, a money fight with Danny Garcia in New York City, and then the money fight, legacy fight, 3 legacy fights in a row. That will be good. I'm speaking in reality. I'm not speaking fantasy. Would I like to see Bud Crawford versus Boots? If I was Boots Ennis right now, put it this way, if I really want Bud, I would stop competing at 147. Boots, you're not gonna earn nothing at 147. You're wasting your time. Boots Ennis is wasting his time at 147. He's a big boy. Pause. Go to the 154-pound division and put yourself in position to get the types of fight like Bud Crawford, Virgil Ortiz, Tim Tszyu, Sebastian Fundura. This is a waste of time, in my opinion. This is the 147-pound division for Boots is a waste of time. Go to the 154 and get you, because Boots is 27 years old and he's actually starting out late in terms of getting great fights. He started his career the same year as Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, and stuff like that, and he's accomplished less. Stop playing around and move to 154. And if he's with Eddie Hearn, get him the Conor Ben fight. Strive to get on the zone, get him the Virgil Ortiz fight. That's a fight that I all want to see. Get him a Sebastian Fundura, Tim Tszyu, somebody like that. Brian Castano, an ex-world champion, something like that. And then move up, and try to get the Bud Crawford fight. He said, Boots got unfinished business with Blair. Come on, that's what I mean, bro. Boots, for me, then that's moving backwards. Boots is going to stay stuck in a situation where, remember what I said 5 years ago. When I know the potential of Boots. I said that Boots 5 years ago, when nobody knew who Boots was, nobody was talking about Boots, and everybody was saying, "Yo, you like picking all these young fighters." It's just like I said that Ben Whitaker is gonna be the Cassius Clay of the UK. Ben Whitaker is gonna be in the future. Is gonna be Ben Whitaker versus David Benavidez. Right? I told you what Keyshawn Davis was going to be. I told you what Teofimo Lopez a long time ago. I told you that he's the captain of the generation, the commander in chief, and look what he's achieved. I told you about these guys way before they became these guys in the pros. So listen to what I'm saying, folks. Listen to what I'm saying. Boots Ennis is wasting his time at 147-pound division. Stop wasting time. Go to the 154 and make your mark. There are so many potential fights. Boots could build a legacy just straight off on 154 right now, just like Jamel Charlo did. But even now, it's way better opponents right now. What's good, Adrian? Forget about cleaning out 147 to 160. Those are ghost divisions right now. You know what I'm saying? There's no real veterans at 147 you could build off at 147 no more. Keith Thurman at not 147. Danny is not there. Sean Porter retired. Ugas is, I don't know. I mean, he already lost to Mario Barrios. Yeah, we Boots will beat Mario Barrios. Boots will beat Ryan Nome. He's not gonna do nothing that's really gonna be like wow. Go to use that belt, the IBF belt, and put yourself in position at a 154. And I'm telling you, Boots will be the man. But at 147, he's just gonna connect these belts that at this point it's almost gonna be like Shakur Stevenson staying at super featherweight to be Joe Cordina and Gutierrez, and it was that's why even Bob Arum said nobody gonna pay for those fights. That's the position that Boots Ennis is at right now. What if Danny Garcia loses to Lara? If Danny Garcia loses to Lara, in my opinion, I would love to see. Bud could still move to fight Lara, and of course Lara, who gave Canelo Alvarez a tough fight, washes Lara, and that will still be a gauge. That will still be an illusion. Oh, look what Bud did to Lara, and look how Lara, you know, what was challenging Canelo Alvarez, in which people still think that it could have been a draw or that Lara won. It still gives that type of illusion. I'm not, but I want the Bud and Danny because Danny has the legacy and also is a rivalry. Is a storyline. Like if people go back, watch. If right now it was Danny versus Bud, and the prom and the prom and the promoters will build the fight and the storyline, you're gonna see how way back Danny versus Bud is a story. It's a great build-up fight. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man. 2 hours in already. Y ustedes están chippy hoy. Eh? Shout out to the people that donated to the channel, everybody that smashed the like button. If you're a new member to the channel, hey, become a member to the channel, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Ustedes están chippy hoy, eh? No hay ofrenda hoy. 2 horas aquí hablando with a dry mouth pause. Y no hay ofrenda aquí, eh? No ripequi, ripequi, eh? Ustedes están chippy hoy. ¿Qué está pasando con ustedes? Anyway, yo, tomorrow we back at it. Um, Double X in the building, God's champion in the building. Tuts harder. More support, we open up the panels. More support. But peace out, love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.